Hi, hello there. Happy Wednesday. We're back again today for Wednesday Wellspring. I'm Karen McKee, producer of Live Again Conferences. Welcome back. And today we're going to continue talking about self awareness. Last week I kind of mentioned Paul Brunson coming to the conference and really leaving us with a great takeaway. Today I just want to go into just a little bit of what he talked about to help us understand the importance of self-awareness. What he actually did was he was giving a comparison between his life, the path of his life, and the path of a very dear friend of his who passed away. And they both started working at the same investment bank together, but they actually went on two different paths. And Paul was mentioning how much his friend was a really good person who followed the rules. He did whatever was needed to be done so that he could succeed in the job. So he was focusing more on what we call hard skills. And Paul, on the other hand, was doing what he called the bare minimum to succeed in that job. But what he focused on was improving himself, improving the soft skills. So he was looking at transferable skills. He wanted to improve himself. So I know a lot of us, we left there with, oh, yes, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to improve my soft skills. But from that, I thought about it afterwards and I was like, okay, well, what would make him make that decision to focus on his soft skills as opposed to, going the route that everybody else would have been going, increasing the hard skills, getting the certifications and all of that. And one of the things that came to mind for me was he knew who he was. Paul was aware of who he was. He was also aware of what was on the inside of him, what he wanted to build on, and he also was aware of where he was going. So his decision to focus on the soft skills, and so therefore he got involved in things that people would probably look at him and think, why would you do something like that? So he got involved in like improv skills, learning how to jump like a kangaroo and all that kind of stuff. And we may laugh at that right now, and maybe there's some person who may be looking on at you while you're trying to get your soft skills together, and they're thinking, oh, maybe you should be doing this because this is what I did to get me this and the next and the third. But you know what? We've got to always be mindful of that dream that is on the inside of us, that path that we are on for something greater, so that we can keep that dream alive. So one of the things that I realized from here, listening to Paul's story, self-awareness does not only tell us who we are and who we are not. It does not only let us know and let us be aware of our positive things and or negative traits as well. It doesn't help us just to, be embracing of our positives and our negatives. But from Paul's story, I also realized that self-awareness is going to help us to know what to refuse and what to forego as we walk on this life's journey. There are going to be some things that, although they're magic and they work wonders for other people, or so they think, because of where we're going and because of the dream, we can say no. We will have to say no to it. And don't feel away about saying no. Carl Jung, a very, very famous psychologist, he says, follow that will and that way which experience confirms to you is your own. So as we look to become more self-aware, understand that it is going to help us to be able to say no, forego things, even people, even relationships that are not good for where we are going. It doesn't mean that people are bad. No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that the job that Paul was in was a bad job. It just meant that he did not have to focus on staying there. He knew he was going to be going into something else. So it looked as though he did crazy stuff at that point in time. But now look at where he is at right now today. So my encouragement to you, let us work on becoming more self-aware, and let us work on being able to say no and forego some stuff so that we can continue to build on that dream that is alive and well on the inside of us. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me again today. Remember, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, liveagain.2016. See you next Wednesday again for another Wednesday Wellspring. Thanks now. Bye.